David Hundeyin reveals how he rejected 800,000 naira offer from foreign NGO to write article attacking Dangote refinery. David Hundeyin narrated how he definitely thought that an 800,000 naira offer from an international NGO, Dialogue Earth, to write a critical article on Nigeria's sole operating oil refinery, the Dangote Refinery and Petrochemicals Company. In a shriving revelation, Hundeyin, founder of West Africa Weekly and a multiple award-winning investigative journalist, made his rejection clear in a pointed post on X, formerly known as Twitter. The NGO, based in London and backed by various funding organizations linked to American intelligence operations, proposed inflammatory titles like Dangote Refinery, a test for Nigeria's climate ambitions, and a burning issue. Dangote's 20 billion oil bet highlights Nigeria's high-stakes climate paradox. The intent was unmistakably to frame the refinery as a menace to both the environment and Nigeria's future. It will never be me. It will never be me, Hundeyin declared, vehemently rejecting the notion that external interests should dictate Nigeria's narrative. He underscored the irony of foreign entities targeting local voices to fuel their agendas while turning a blind eye to damaging practices that perpetuate West Africa poverty. Last week, I was approached with an 800,000 naira offer from NGO called Dialogue Earth, formerly the China Dialogue Trust, to write an article essentially painting the Dangote refinery as disastrous for the environment under the guise of environmental concerns and climate change, Hundeyin explained. The underlying suggestion from the brief was clear. The NGOs sought a prominent local figure to lend their credibility to an argument that could lead to the closure of the refinery in the name of energy transition commitment, and the hypocrisy behind this motivation, noting that while Dialogue Earth has not challenged the harmful practice of exporting raw materials while importing refined fuel, an act that deepens poverty, they are quick to attack Nigeria's own refining capacity. Nigeria developing its own refinery to break reliance on European fuel imports and manage the sulfur content of its own fuels. The sulfur content of its own fuels, that is where they draw the line. He stated, laying bare the stark economic realities. Hundeyin vehemently dismissed the label of conspiracy theorist for exposing interests of Western entities in African affairs. These actors, he argues, seek to maintain African economic subjugation for their profit, perpetuating a cycle of poverty that benefits them. They want to keep Africans in a state of deprivation, our existence merely to enhance their own experience on this planet. The message must be loud and clear. As impoverished as we are, we refuse to promote our own poverty for a mere $500. They cannot bribe us to ignore the obvious manipulations at play, he asserted. I do not subscribe to the religion of climate change. I care about the environment as much as the affluent figures who have ravaged it. If Africa must industrialize through the burning of fossil fuels, even if it disrupts the climate in America and Europe, that is a cost I'm willing to consider. It's our prerogative to determine the use of hydrocarbons. He concluded with a challenge to affluent individuals whose interests may be threatened by Nigeria's oil refinement. If you are one of those who feel threatened by our progress, step into the arena against Aliko Dangote yourself or find something more gullible to do your bidding. There is no shortage of those, he stated, adamantly asserting Africa's right to control its own destiny. Well, now listen to this. All the problems we face today is a result of foreign interest in all sectors of our lives and economy. They are present everywhere as NGOs with underlying secret intent, but they will tell you something else, that they are here to assist you to deal with poverty and unemployment. But in truth, they are devils who perpetuate unemployment and poverty, sickness and war just because they don't want Africa to grow. I would oppose this. You see the way David Hundeyin came and say he no collect that money. He did not write. If the foreigners come and tell us, I will give you $20 million, I will give you $1,000. Look at it, it's even less than $500. I'm looking at this here, 800K. Do you get 800,000? You get everything that happen. Now they will give some people this same $500. They will even tell the person they will give you $1,000 that you should write. My sister, some people will collect. What I am trying to say in essence be saying, it is not, see, there will always be people who are trying to do bad. But you, what are you doing about it? If they come to you, what do you say? Do you say I go do? Do you say, after all, this $1K now, or this $2,000 now, or this $5,000 go do me better? But they can even promise you, his own is a small sum. There are people they have promised money. They might even promise to employ. Is it worth it? Remember, if you collect, there is no difference between you and our politicians. And you come and say, but our politicians, they used to steal money. My dear, it's the same thing. The same thing. None. You don't receive bribery and you are not corrupt. The same thing will they complain, see our politicians they do. Now you do so. So what I'm trying to say in essence, if they come, they don't see anybody will go accept what then they sell. Then go do it, then go bounce back. Anytime when they come, if they meet people that are genuine, that have integrity, and want to defend this country, they will get tired. No matter how they use enter, they enter to they want do good, do. Buy people mind, but immediately then bring them and come and say, Oga, retreat, go back, reverse. We just go, they go like that. Then you close the gates. Now so it's supposed to be. This country getting better. I've said it. Yes, we'll come out and shout the government, but we have our own role to play. Whether you're an NGO, whether you're a human being, whether you're somebody you feel say you're not irrelevant, whether you're a security personnel anywhere, then that place where you dey, the way you handle that office, it says a lot about you. You are a security personnel, then say make red jeep no pass. You see red jeep, the red jeep then give you 2,000, 3,000, 5K, 10K, 20K, 20K, 50K, 100K. Are you going to sell? How much is your conscience worth? How much is your integrity? Are you among those that say everybody has a price? Or are you the person that say no, I am value, as in I am invaluable, that is priceless. I don't have a price tag. My integrity not be my price. And I know they say. Alright, on this note, you have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for sending it a lesson. Until